Okay, now that our network is up, all of our serial communications and fast Ethernet have been configured. We'll just roll over and make sure everything is there. Should have 2, should have 3 on this one. Everything is up. Should have 2 on this one, and everything is up and running. Come to our first device, and we will configure our RIP. We'll do enable, config T, and then we will type in router RIP. Now I'm going to slow down here a little bit because this part here can be a little bit confusing. We're going to type in network 172.16.10.0, and then we're going to type in network 192.168.2.4. If you notice, we used the 4 network even though that wasn't one of the IP addresses on the serial interfaces. Okay, now what we'll do is we will add a few other commands to this. We're going to add version 2, and we're going to, and this is important, you pay attention to this part. If you skip it, it won't work. No auto summary. No auto summary. Then you can hit the Control Z. What we want to do now is we want to clear our IP route so everything starts fresh. IP route space Shift asterisk. There you go. That one's done. We'll go to our second router. We'll do enable, config T, and for this one we will add router RIP. Then we will add our network of 192.168.2.4, and the next one we'll just use the arrow up instead of typing it again. We'll just change the last digit, 2.8. Next one up, we'll arrow up, come back to 172.16.20.0. We'll add a couple more commands here at the bottom of this one. We will add version 2, which means router RIP version 2. Then we will add, don't forget this one, no auto summary. Okay, we'll hit Control Z. We want to clear that file. We will clear our IP route. Clear our IP route. Okay, and that one should be finished. Come to our last device. We'll do enable, config T. Okay. Now we'll do router RIP one more time. And our network for this one here, we're only going to have 2. It'll be 192.168.2.8. And our other network will be 172.16.30.0. We'll apply our other commands of router RIP, which we've already done. You didn't have to do that. Go version 2. Don't forget the no auto summary. Okay. Hit the Control Z. And once again, you want to clear your IP route, and that should finish you up. So now you should be able to come over here to your client, and you should be able to ping this client. It takes a little bit sometimes for this to work properly because it has to get it into the tables. So we pinging the client here. Now we're going to try and ping this client here, which is a 30.1. What do you know? They're all pinging back and forth, aren't they? One final check we can do is come over here and we'll actually send some packets. We'll send some packet data through. We'll send it from here to here the first time. Come over here and we'll forward. There we go. So that's working. We'll delete that one, and we will try another one from here to here, and we'll forward that one. See how it's doing. Move this back a little bit. we go. And she's good. So our network is working fine. And router RIP is working. Now what I'd like you to do is go back to each one of those routers real quick. Type enable. We'll let that one, I misspelled it. Type enable, config T. Now what I want you to do is go router RIP, and you're going to add a command. What we're going to do is, we notice it's working perfect with router RIP2, right? So what we want to do is we want to take that version of router RIP away. So we want to go no. First we got to get a router RIP. Router RIP. And then we want to type no version 2. So that is on our second router. Let's go to our third router. Enable, config, T, go router RIP. And now we want to type in no version 2. By doing that, what it does is it defaults the router back to the original version of RIP, which is version 1. And what actually happens now is we won't be able to ping. Watch. So we'll type in router RIP. So we'll do no version 2. So all of our versions are gone. So what we'll do is we'll come back over here. And the reality is, watch, I think you'll be surprised here. I'm just going to ping across the network over here to 30.1. You notice we're still getting a response, huh? That's kind of strange, isn't it? I would imagine to put that out there for speculation. Let's see if we're getting a response from 20.1. Still getting a response, aren't we? Watch what we got to do. Go Control Z. And what do you want to do? Remember a command we used a little while ago when we wanted to clear the tables that we had set up and configured? Control Z, and we'll clear IP route space shift star. Now if we come over here and do the same thing on this one, Control Z, clear IP route. Oh, I forgot the last command on that, didn't I? Last. There we go. Come to the next router. Control Z. Clear IP route. Now when we come over here, watch what happens when we try and ping. Host unreachable. Host unreachable. So that clear route, remember, if you're working with something, you've got problems on your network or something, this one should reach because 20.1 is its original network. We'll change it to 30. 20.1 was the network it was on, so it definitely should have reached it, but it is not leaving its network. So 30.1 should work too. We'll go to 10.1. Host unreachable. So remember the use of the clear IP route command, as the clear IP route command is a very important command, because as you notice, we did all that work, we changed it to RIP1 and it still worked. Why did it work? Well, because the IP route still seen it as a viable route till we cleared it. So if you're having problems, you're working on your network, remember anytime you make changes, you're going to need to do a clear IP route. Thank you for watching our video, and this is the last in our series for RIP1 and RIP2. Thank you.